As a contract lecturer with the Faculty of Education, I have the exciting opportunity of working with pre-service professionals. At the start of the term in September, my students have a school practicum placement looming and are strongly intrinsically motivated to learn and improve in order to have success with their own students. There's a deep desire to latch onto practical solutions and techniques and hone practical skills. However, I believe that effective teaching practices must be rooted in educational research, and I'm constantly striving to incorporate the most current research-based best practices into my teaching. A difficult hurdle is convincing my students that practical and research-based approaches can often be the same thing and should be complementary rather than at odds with one another. To bring these ends of the spectrum together, I follow the philosophy experience precedes understanding. I model for my students effective classroom practices. Then, after they have experienced the positive effects on their learning, we discuss the research basis behind them. I work to build trust in my students that teaching is something that can be learned, can be improved, and isn't just a case of you have it or you don't. A crucial part of my practice is listening to my students. This sounds simple. After all, shouldn't adults just tell you what they need? The truth is that in order to really listen to one's students, it's necessary to provide specific, regular opportunities for collection of feedback. It's important to collect students' feedback in lots of different ways. Casual conversations, formal class discussions, written feedback, and explicitly show students that you've listened to what they've said and you're ready to make modifications to meet their needs. I often collect my feedback anonymously as I feel that students are much more likely to give me their real feelings if they can't be identified or judged. Students also thrive when there are opportunities to see and contribute to one another's thoughts. I use various forms of technology for this that you can see throughout this dossier. Most importantly, I frame my feedback around the theme of what's best for your learning. Students quickly pick up on the fact that I'm not asking what they like or don't like, but what will help their learning the most. This further enhances and models learning that can be applied in their classroom teaching. Although I've taught a variety of courses at the Faculty of Education, my main focus has been on science instruction courses. I focus on teaching science as inquiry and have my students use models of inquiry to plan and deliver learning opportunities based on asking interesting questions and then figuring out how to scientifically strive for answers. I place a strong emphasis on teaching critical thinking skills and leveraging social media and video clips into hooks for deep and meaningful lessons. In the B.Ed program, my time with my students is very brief. It's only 2 terms for full year courses or going to 4 terms for next year. Soon after leaving my learning community, many are going to be expected to run their own classrooms and meet the diverse and challenging needs of school children. It's incumbent upon me to help them move beyond being learners to being self-directed learners. So I place a great deal of emphasis on building professional self-direction, working with my students to learn about specific models of self-direction and helping them conduct their own major self-directed learning project. As educators in the field, they'll be expected to teach practically anything thrown their way and work with children that run the gamut of human personalities. Nothing is more important than the skill of being able to identify one's own burning questions and have the skills and confidence to be able to answer them. Finally, I care about my students as holistic people. This is a difficult thing to demonstrate in a dossier, but it's my most proud achievement. By showing students that I value the pre-existing knowledge, skills, and ideas that they bring to the classroom, we work together to build a vibrant learning community where all of us are smarter than any of us.